Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tom Davis. I'm Vice President of the Rhea Heritage Preservation Foundation, which is coordinating this event, and then we're doing a couple other things on the weekends around it. So we're delighted to have you. Welcome to the Rhea County Courthouse. The courthouse looks much as it did 100 years ago, except for the risers where some of you are sitting. Those were added 10 years ago or so. But a real quick orientation, these wooden seats are original to the courthouse. The bar railing, the lawyer's desks. Behind the screen here is the judge's desk, the clerk's desk, and the seats are original. This was a working courthouse until 2020, and now the building is an office building, so people can listen to trains go by. One of the fun things that we have enjoyed this year is not the train, but in 1925, the building was, 34 years old, and apparently was in need of some loving care. A reporter from the Chattanooga News, Nellie Kenyon, came up to do some reporting about the trial, looked at the courtroom, and went to the county judge, equivalent to our county executive, county mayor today, and basically said, you need to do something to make this look more presentable for the guests that we're about to have. The county appropriated $1,000 to paint and polish. And Randy, there you are. If my memory is correct, that would be worth about $17,000 in today's money. But like that, the county has just completed a major overhaul of this room. The blinds that have just gone down are the things that make the cast really happy, because in the evenings, the sun comes over here and tends to blind the prosecuting team. They're particularly happy. The floors were redone by hand. Tennessee Historical Commission did not like the idea of using mechanical devices to polish or sand, so county workers did that on their hands and knees. And with that in mind, we would ask that you not bring food or drink into the room with you. And I say that, and many of you can probably see a bottle of water sitting right there. That I hope you will understand that most of us are not going to speak for 45 minutes, so we're going to give a little grace to our speakers and let them stay hydrated if they need to. Misdemeanors come and go. There are probably thousands of misdemeanor cases heard every day across the country. And in a day or two, most of them are forgotten, except for maybe the star of that particular show. Unlike those, we're 100 years into talking about probably the world's most famous misdemeanor case, the state of Tennessee versus John Thomas Scopes. In this room, lawyers argued great questions. Who are we? Where did we come from? How did we get here? Where are we going? What rights do parents have to be involved in the education of their children? What's the role of government in public life? Oh, and yes, at some point in 8 days, they did get around to talking about, did John Scopes really break the law? And of course, the jury acquitted him or convicted him a few days later. Now, no doubt today we're going to brush across some of these great questions in our discussion. And that's why we're here. I'm quite confident that in this room there is a wide variety of opinion on the creation evolution question, on all these other matters that I have mentioned. And that's what it was all about in 1925. And that's why we have asked speakers from a variety of viewpoints to come and speak. This is a discussion. This is not a debate. Now, having said that, I don't know a couple of the speakers real well, but in quick conversations with them and in deeper conversations with some others, I think that's what they're here for too. I think they are happy to discuss. We're not debating. One of the cool things about the trial in 1925, and I'm stealing this from Rick Dye, wherever he is, but from 9 to 4 every day in here, lawyers argued with all the passion, logic, emotion that they could muster. At one point, Ben McKenzie told Clarence Darrow he was profusely ugly. And at 4 o'clock that afternoon, Ben and Clarence walked out the side door of the courthouse, across the street, to Ben's office, and let's just say refreshed themselves with beverages that were not legal in the United States at that point. I hope that today, tomorrow, we can have that same kind of culmination, let's put it that way. I hope, guys, no profusely ugly, okay? But I hope we can have that exchange and walk out better informed and better friends.